Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Twin Cities by Night. Homecoming is our second story arc that takes place in the spring of 2010 and in Twin Cities, Minnesota. Follow the story of Ophelia, a Toreador played by Alex, Jonathan, a Ventrue played by David, Kaetao, a Gangrel played by Joaquin, and William, a Ventrue played by Slavic, as they once again find themselves working together to find out who or what is targeting them and those close to them. If you'd like to contact us, you can reach out to us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
Ophelia and Kaetao, you guys are driving in Kaetao's car. What are you guys going to do?
Okay, you're driving, right? Where are we off to?
Here's the thing, I got an idea. Since I grew up in the foster homes, we could look into the foster system to see if maybe that's how Max gets and Roman gets his stuff from there.
Right.
I mean, they look like the registry, and you could sweet talk them into it.
Okay. We could give that a shot.
Then I suppose time after that, then I can do whatever Chase wants me to do.
Alright, you lead the way, I'm on board. Are we telling these guys about this?
Do you want to?
Not yet. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So you're going to look into the foster system, basically see if that's how Max gets to children and everything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going to start with that?
So I'm thinking that there would be some kind of, so foster system is some kind of government work. So I'm thinking maybe the kind of official city hall or something like that would have records for that stuff. What do you think?
Especially from your past growing up, that there's an office it's not like a courthouse or anything to that extent, but there's a government office that handles adoption processes, foster children, child services. That's what it's called usually. I mean, it's around 8 or 9 right now. There's different things you can do. 1, you can go and see if anyone's there at the moment. 2, you can try to see if you can get a name with someone and take it from there. You know what I mean? And start one way or another like that. You tell me which road you want to go down, and I will provide the road for you guys.
I'll just suggest this too, Kaetao. If there's one thing I learned from Jonathan, it's how to impersonate an officer. So if you want me to don my Beatrice persona, I'm happy to do that again for this purpose.
That is an interesting thing. I like that. And then if we do find something, then you could talk to that reporter guy and see if we can go further into there.
Yep, absolutely.
Or we definitely want to go the official route and go to the office building.
Sure, we can swing by my house. I'll dress something more appropriate because at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna Ophelia gets changed. Now, are you guys gonna try to go to this office building at night, or what you gonna do?
Yes, that's the plan, right?
That's the plan. All right, so I'd say it's about.
Do I have a fake badge, or do I just kind of?
You still have the fake
people?
badge. You just have the fake
awesome.
badge.
I'll take. Don't really want to.
You got a badge and an identification.
Yeah.
Cool.
We would have gotten.
So
I'll have my gun on me, even though I won't need it. But
all right, cool beans. You guys get to the building. It's in St. Paul because that's where the capital of Minnesota is actually at. That's where a lot of the government locations are at and everything like that.
Yeah.
You come up to the building. It's an old brick and mortar type building. There's green grass in front with an American flag that's been taken down. There's a set of 12 steps that go up there. You see big old child services. You go up to the double glass doors. You see that there's a security guard sitting at a desk inside, but the doors are locked. He kind of looks over at your guys' direction. You see him kind of give you guys an inquisitive look. He's just he's pointing to his clock, and you can see him mouthing, "We're closed."
I'll flash my badge and say, "You're open now."
All right. So you see him. He gets up, and he's looks like to be in his 50s, kind of in shape a little bit. Older white dude has a handlebar mustache. He comes walking up. You see him. He pulls out the keychain that's attached to the elastic thing that stretches out and unlocks one door, and he comes in and he locks the other, and he looks at you two, and he's like, "Is there something I can help you with?" And he kind of leaves it open-ended for your name.
Say Beatrice, whatever my last name I said was. I can't remember.
Beatrice Jones or something like that.
Beatrice
I don't know. He looks at the ID, and he's like, "Okay," and he's like, "What can I help you guys with?" And he looks at Kaetao for his name, and he's like,
I'll just say, this is I'll say we're investigating a lead. I brought him along. He's a witness. I can't really go into it.
He's like, yeah, how can I help you? Come on in. Let's get you out of there. I don't want the mosquitoes to bite you guys up. And he kind of motions you guys in. He locks the doors.
Those mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Those bloodsuckers there, you don't want them anywhere near you. I'll say that and have a wee laugh.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. And he goes and walks towards the desk and he leans because the desk is like a waist high desk, so he can sit there and lean. He's like, yeah, so what can I help you with, ma'am?
We just had a look through some records. What was it, Kaetao? Oh, sorry, what was it, James?
Child services.
Child services, there we go, thank you. Can you point us in the right direction?
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I just provide like overnight security here. But if you're looking for records, I can give you the name of she handles all record searches. And would that be good enough for you?
Is she here now?
No, she's actually gone for the day. But I can give you her business card and her information.
Sure, we'll take one of those.
He kind of like, you see him go to his desk and he sits there and looks at you. He's like, here you go. And he hands you a card. It says like Megan Wells is her name, and you see like records keeper, child protective services, yada yada yada. Has her cell phone number, email address, and so on and so forth.
Okay, I'll walk out of earshot of the security guard and I'll give her a call.
Phone rings and she's like, yeah, this is Megan Wells. How can I help you? Hello?
Sorry to bother you so late. Detective Beatrice Jones here from the Twin Cities PD.
Actually, pause.
Whatever.
That's agent and from the FBI.
Agent. Oh, okay, yeah. Just investigating a case here, and I need to access the child service records. I'm at the records center now, whatever it's called, the Civic Center.
I'll be there in about 30 minutes. Is that okay?
Sure. If you're sorry to bother you again, I'll go get you a coffee. I'll be waiting here for you with a coffee.
She's like, okay, cool. Thank you.
I'll ask the security guard where I can get a nice coffee at this time of night.
He's like, well, there's a Starbucks that's open 24/7 right down the street. But we got coffee over here too if you want some. It's not the greatest, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, don't give her that shit.
No, I won't. But thanks. I'll be back soon. Can I get you something? I'll get the security guard one too.
You get the coffee and all that is handled. You see this lady comes up, looks to be in her 40s. She's kind of just, you can tell she threw on some jeans and just kind of a t-shirt. She's like obviously a mother of a couple, and so she goes inside and she's like, yeah, here, follow me. She's like, do you got a copy of the warrant real quick so I can make sure this is all good to go?
I'll do like a Jedi hand wave and say we don't need a warrant.
Do you have Dominate?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I think you have presents.
I have presents.
Yeah, money.
I'll let you think about it, then I'm going to cut to William and David, okay?
Sure.
Jonathan Chase, William Straw, you guys are going to the underground?
Yeah, we'll go to the underground. Let's go check that place out.
All right, so you guys roll to the underground. You see, Jonathan, when you step in, you're just kind of like, these motherfuckers, man. This is like how it's done, You see there's about like 100 people dancing on the dance floor. You see like VIP tables with people like, drinking expensive Cristal. You're sitting there, you see along the bar that they're busy, and you're just, it's good to have something to emulate eventually, You see where if you keep it going, you could potentially get like this. As you guys walk in, you're just kind of looking around. What are you going to do from here?
Do we recognize any Kindred in the place?
Not as of now, because you just kind of entered in, but you see workers all over the place, doing stuff. But you can talk to one of the workers if you want to. You see waitresses walk by and all that stuff.
Just wait. As soon as I get the money flowing through the Medusa, this place is gonna not be competition anymore.
Oh, I have no doubts about your competencies.
Let's go ask the workers if who would be a good individual to track down for something like this? Do we want to bother with any of the sheriff or the deputies? If we could always go down to the biker club where they're at and see what their take is on the K-Thieves.
Not like they particularly like you, but
fuck them. I don't like any of their asses. I don't need to like any of their asses either.
But they do hold a grudge against the Scourge, so they might have an interesting point of view.
Yeah, well, let's do that. If we can't We'll ask the workers if any of the individuals from the deputies are here. If they're not, then we'll go hit up the Hammerhead MC.
Yeah, they hang out at a club called the Silver Dollar.
The Silver Dollar.
So a waitress comes walking by. You see like a door guy. You see bartenders. Who you guys are gonna talk to?
Let's talk to the door guy because he's gonna know who's come in and who's gone, right?
Well, yeah, but you could also ask like, hey, where's your boss lady? Let her VIP people hang out at. I'm a guest or whatever,
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, he's like, and he kind of like, he has a little discussion with you about Katrina, and he kind of gets the feeling that, and he's like, can I get your name real quick, just so I can make sure you're on the list?
Jonathan Chase.
He looks on, he's like, okay, you're on the list, and your name? He points to
William Strother.
Looks, all right, cool. So yeah, here's what you're gonna do, all right? So actually, I'll have someone show you. And he's like, hey, and you see him snap his fingers, and he motions from someone, and another bouncer comes. He's like, they need to be escorted to the, to the boss's VIP area. And they're like, okay. Now, yeah, please follow me. And then you see this guy. He's like wearing, like normal bouncers in a nice club, wear like kind of a darker suit. He kind of leads you to like you walk past people in the bar. You go behind the bar through these doors. You walk down, you see like, people who work there kind of walking back and forth, and there's an elevator. He's like, just go over here. There's only one floor you can go up, and you'll head up there.
How many floors are in this place? Just 2?
Just 2, sir.
Okay.
So you see, as you guys are coming up, the doors open up, and you see an area that's nice and a little dim. You see nice kind of like darker leather furniture with tables. But you notice as you walk on there, you look over the end, you see the dance floor and everything, but it's through a one-way mirror. And then you're like, oh, wow, because when you walked in the bar, you looked up and you just saw like where the ceiling just kind of like indented a little bit, but it was mirrors. And you didn't realize that that's actually where the VIP area is. And you can look over the side and you can see people dancing, and you can kind of even look under your feet and you can see where people are dancing there, but it's still stable. Does that make sense? So
some kind of thick plexiglass.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and you see, I'm going to list off the names of the people you see here, okay? So you see Christopher Connor, Bruja Primogen.
Mm-hmm.
You see Adam Carter. Who's the Malkavian Primogen. Yeah, you see a figure who you don't know. It's a he. He looks to be Caucasian, kind of has khaki pants on and a tucked-in, button-up white shirt that's buttoned to the top button, kind of skinnier. He's sitting there talking with the Bruja Primogen and the Malkavian Primogen. You see Katrina Carrington, who's a Toreador Primogen, standing there talking with the group. You see Lawrence Miller, who is the Harpy. Yeah, he's kind of sitting he's sitting part of another group. You see Brian Cooksey talking to him, who is your sire.
My sire?
Yep. You see Michael Smith sitting on his own. He's an African-American Bruja Whip. You see him talking to Annabelle Carter, who's a female Caucasian Gangrel Whip. And you see them talking to a guy who you don't recognize, but he looks to be of Eastern European descent, kind of high cheekbones, has crew-cut black hair, kind of dressed in blue jeans and a polo shirt. Then you see Jenna Peoples standing there talking to them, who's the Tremere Whip. Mm-hmm. And then you see older lady you don't quite recognize. She looks like she's about 50. She's wearing like a black kind of evening gown that's sleeveless. She has gray hair that's kind of like a shorter cut but comb in a distinguished manner. You look at her and you're pretty much like, okay, that's like not to sound like, I guess that's trying to be cheap with the descriptions, but like a rich older lady, maybe in her 50s or 60s. She kind of has that air of distinguishedness, but you don't recognize her too. And that's, you see them all talking. And as the doors open up, you just see kind of people kind of turn and look your guys' direction. You see Brian kind of, takes a look at Jonathan for a second and then, just kind of like inquisitive look and then goes back to his conversation he's having with Lawrence Miller.
What, I can't show up in here? I can't sit with the big boys table? Motherfucker.
I'll let you guys think about what you're going to do. I'm going to cut back to Ophelia and Kaetao, okay? Back to Ophelia and Kaetao. Scene's on you guys. What are you guys doing?
I think I'm just going to say to her, look, I'm a federal agent. I can't get a warrant this quickly, and I can't go to the local police force to get one. And the circumstances are quite demanding. I can't really go into it, but it's a pressing matter that we need to attend to.
Do you want to roll? Okay.
Basically bullshitting. Yeah.
So bullshit would be subterfuge. So let's do a manipulation subterfuge difficulty 7.
Boom, 4 8s.
Nice, man. Boom. So,
Cool.
yeah, you convince her. She's basically like, okay, I can understand. Here, just come back this way with me and everything. And
Look back over my shoulder at him as we're walking up and just be like, give him like a wry smirk.
That's how you lie.
she walks back to an area where she has like a little badge reader and she just kind of swipes it. You go in a room and you kind of see it's like 30 by 30 room that has like a bunch of computer racks, and you see there's like a terminal where she can go up there, and she sits up and she's like, hold on a second, logs. And she's like, so what exactly are you guys looking for here?
I'll defer to my comrade here.
We have reason to believe that there is suspicious activity going on within the foster care system. And as a result, we'd like to see some of the records about adoption rates and stuff like that to see like if there's any discrepancies.
Okay, I can understand you. I guess I can see where you're going here, but we need to narrow this down a little bit if you want me to do some kind of trend analysis here. Like, are you looking for, like, what exactly are you looking for?
But okay, so we're trying to, because we have reason to believe that there is kids are being adopted, but the adoptees are being falsified. That basically kids are being funneled out of the foster care system under false pretenses.
Huh. She sits there and, so I could look up like where we've lost communication with parents.
Yes, that one.
I'll just take Kaetao aside for a sec and quietly say this out of earshot of the woman. I'll say, I'll just say, look, your dream, do you think it could be real? Like, does it have any relation to something in your past at all?
I just say like, yeah, I think I'm going on like foster care would be a decent way to smuggle kids out if you want, like for Roman, if you want a supply of them.
But yeah, your dream definitely seemed like like I told you, started to feel like a memory a little bit, like a.
I tried like it's almost like a memory almost. Like I need to see if just dig deeper and see where it takes us.
Well, here's my suggestion. Maybe this might be a bit personal for you, but we could see if we can find anything on your own records, and then look for connections from there to more recent records. Do you know what I mean?
If
it's a memory, it's just a hunch I'm going on.
That's a good idea.
A possibility, yeah.
That's actually a good idea, to be honest. I didn't even think about you guys going that direction, by the way. So she could look into like, well, in the dream there was 6 kids there, right?
Yeah.
So you could say, hey, we want to look at this kid's name, Kaetao Brand, little annoying Chinese kid. No, I'm joking. But a little, we want to see he lived at an address at this time, or start correlating, data.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll tell her that.
Okay, so she's sitting there. You see her typing away. As she's typing away, looking into stuff, I want you guys to roll a perception alertness roll, difficulty 8, both of you guys.
I'm going to blow another willpower.
All right. What's your willpower right now?
I've got 2 left.
Jeez.
Oh,
Ophelia's going to be Johnny Depresso.
Success.
What about you, Kaetao?
I'm not going to buy a willpower point. I'm not going to spend one. I mean, no bot. No suspense.
All right, sweet. So you're sitting there, Ophelia, while this lady's typing, and you're just like, wait a second. If Kaetao was a kid, and he's dreaming that Max was going there, and you've seen Max, and to you, Max looked to be mid to late 20s, like math. You know what I mean? Math is slapping stick in your face.
He's a vampire!
Oh, that doesn't.
Or a ghoul.
Yeah. She's sitting there typing. She's typing while you're sitting there. She's like, I did find it interesting. She's like, hold on a second. She like prints out 2 copies. You see the printer going off. She hands each to you. She actually prints 3 and she has 1. She's like, there's a situation here. So we have this house here. This family actually ended up getting arrested for, lost their foster privileges and ended up getting arrested for, abuse of some of the children that were underneath them. This Kaetao Bren, he was one of the children there. He was moved to a different home, but they had reports of 2 missing children that weren't accounted for afterwards. That led to these 2 people here, losing their foster privileges and getting in some kind of legal trouble. I hope that helps you out.
We got names for those 2 kids?
The 2 kids that are missing, yeah, she like gives you just 2 random kids' names.
Okay, any other info on them that you could print out for us would be really useful.
On the 2 kids?
Sure.
Yeah. She's just like, all we got is just, we lost track of them. I don't know if we don't know what happened to them, if they just got kidnapped or whatever, but She's like, this is all we have. They were just, kids whose parents had, drug addictions, or their two brothers, and they're.
So what happened to the foster parents? Would they go to the jail, or what happened?
She's like, I don't unfortunately can get that. I can't get those kind of records here about the actual parents themselves. Just it's here that charges were brought against them, but unfortunately, we don't have cross-reference files with any kind of law enforcement or anything to that extent.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. And so did we get any other kind of connections from there to modern day records? Not really.
She's like, I couldn't pick up anything quite modern day, to be honest with you. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for your help. Enjoy the coffee.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good.
Be in touch if there's anything else.
Yes, ma'am. You know how to contact me, so.
I'm already texting Brian Moore. Not Brian Moore. Brian the reporter.
That's Brian Moore.
You got time to meet up later?
Yeah, sure. When?
Well, Kaetao, you've got a few things to do still, right?
Yeah, I gotta deliver Chase's message.
Okay. And there was also you've got to deliver a message. Wasn't there something else as well?
Oh yeah, the lady, the jail manager thing.
Well, I mean, do you still want me to come with you? Because I could go meet Brian now, and then we can meet up again later.
Yeah, you can go do that.
Let's go back to William and Jonathan. So you guys are standing there. You see a couple people looking. What seems on you guys?
We're going to go and I'm going to introduce William to my sire.
Yeah, you met like once or twice, but nothing like
I've
nothing.
never actually talked to him,
So you see, as you two start walking towards him, you see Lawrence Miller. He's like 6'5", black African American guy. He's dressed in like a charcoal suit, has like a purple undershirt or purple shirt underneath with like a purple and gray striped tie. Very well manicured nails. Everything's immaculate. Everything's perfectly placed on his suit. And you see Brian kind of turn around, and Brian's wearing also a suit more in the fashion of the 80s kind of, with like, especially the heavy pinstripes and stuff like that. And he turns around and he kind of looks at you guys. He's like, Jonathan, I'm surprised to see you here, to be honest. You're usually not this social.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out more these days. Especially with crazy people running around, choking people in the Elysium and knocking down doors.
And he's like, hey, William. And he's like, nice to see you again, William. And you see Lawrence like,
good evening.
He's like, I heard good things about you two. I heard you kind of put an end to a mess that could have gotten potentially ugly here.
It was no big deal.
What? And I heard something that ended up just being some like drug addict doing it, or some murder or something uncouth like that.
Something like
Lawrence
that.
Talking. Yeah. Well, it's very good. It's you and your little group there seem to have done something pretty good. It's nice to see you guys kind of come out a little bit on your own and not be so secluded as much as you guys happened to have been before that. So kudos to you guys. Brian, he's like, I'll leave you to your child here, and I guess I'll talk to you some other time. And he turns around, and he heads towards the Permagent, or the few Permagent that are there. Brian kind of motions over to one of the couches. He sits down. You want to talk to me about something? That's why you came here, right?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that you could shed some light on what's really going on here with what's the deal with Foxy Brown and all these caitiffs.
He just kind of shakes his head a little bit. He's like, from my understanding, he's like, Kimberly was a Primogen, and kind of just fell off the face of the earth after the Sabbat raid. And everyone thought she was dead. Turns out she was in Torpor, and she's back now, and she wants to be scourged for some reason. And that the individual she brought in, from my understanding, was staked last night and was taken care of in the morning.
And she can just do that?
That's beyond my pay grade. She's been assigned as a scourge. I kind of heard about scourges in the past, or maybe in other cities. I don't know. I was kind of caught just as blindsided, but what can we do? The prince made a call, and who he didn't ask my opinion on the situation.
So what should we do if we run into any of these caitiffs?
I would say report them.
Report them to who?
To the scourge.
Report them to the scourge.
Report them to Kimberly.
What's going to happen to those who don't report them?
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I can't. Come on. Jonathan? You're an intelligent man. What makes you think I would know what would happen in that situation?
Well, I was hoping that you would know more about what's going on with the prince than just this. I mean, why would he suddenly care about all of this crap?
I'm just as confused as you are, Jonathan. Maybe you can find out for us.
Would there be anything in it for me if I were?
Well, you would make your sire happy. I thought that would be enough for you. Have we forgotten the bond that we had?
Classic.
Is there a bond? I haven't heard from you much lately in quite some time. I feel like I just kind of red-headed stepchild kicked to the curb.
Well, the same could be said for you. I didn't see you kind of making any movement advances to talk to me. I respected your space, and I gave you your space, and who am I to impede on you?
Well, maybe we can help each other out in the future.
I will tell you this, and I sincerely mean this. When I told you that I feel that you have potential that's untapped, and that you could tap into it if you chose to focus on that with the opportunity that I gave you, I still think that's possible. And obviously you showed to the right people that you can with what you did last year.
Yeah, I found out quite a bit last year. More than I was expecting to about what's going on in the city.
What do you mean?
What do you know about Roman Dunstern?
Roman, he's an interesting. He's a representative, and I would suggest you keep your voice down when bringing that name up around here.
And why would that be?
And kind of said, well, you never know who may be listening. You see him kind of look over to the direction of that lady, the older lady who's sitting there, that was talking to a couple of the whips.
Who is she?
Rita Giovanni.
Oh.
Those are one of the other clans, right?
Yeah, none of you guys have a cult, do you?
No.
I talked to Jenna about this.
Yeah. Like
she told me about the 13 clans and stuff. So
he's like, listen, they are a clan of kindred like us, who our organization has a good working relationship with, even though they're not part of it. They walk to the beat of their own drum.
And that's acceptable here in the city?
Yeah, why do we tolerate them?
Well, they follow our traditions, and they have been known to provide services and be good business partners. As always, I'm sure that the powers that be may hopefully want to build a relationship to where they become a part of our organization. That's how it's been explained to me. And you both should be familiar with a little bit of them. They helped us out a little bit in the past.
Yeah, we had a run-in with Roman Dunstern during our investigation that we accidentally may have insulted him.
Well, it's your luck that I haven't heard anything about that. So I would suggest, sire to child, that maybe you keep this to yourself.
Oh, we will.
So would you know just openly if he's just an agent of theirs, or is he a member? Obviously, he's not a vampire, so...
He's a representative of the family. That's all I can tell you. The Giovanni clan is a little known for playing their cards very close to their chest, as is understandable with our kind. So, but the Giovanni and our city's kindred have had a good working relationship for the last 30 or so years, and we continue to want to, especially our two clans.
What kind of services do they provide?
And he kind of looks around. You remember, and William, I know we're not very close, but we share the same sire. I'm sure you both have remembered when you were brought over into our society. You notice he doesn't use a lot of words like vampires and all that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And how you guys had a particular skill set we felt could help accomplish something. Mm-hmm. Some of the people that helped us accomplish the goal was part of their clan. So we have very good business dealings with them.
I see.
They're well known, especially in Southern Europe and the East Coast of the United States, for having good business ventures, and we have a good business relationship with them here.
That is fortunate for us.
I would see why it would be unfortunate.
I wouldn't suppose you know anything about New Horizon Capital Management.
No, he's like, I actually don't. And you see, by the way, I don't know if I described him, but he's kind of a short, overweight guy, has like a couple chins, he's has a beard, he's balding on top.
5'4", 220 pounds.
Yeah. He's very, you know what I mean? But he kind of little swarthy kind of gentleman. So
You've been working out, Brian. You're looking good.
he just kind of like looking at you like a little sternly, you know.
I'll just, put a hand on Jonathan's shoulder, and I think we got as much out of this as we could.
I got a question for you, and then I'll let you go back to your friends and stuff. I just don't want to step on anybody's toes, but when we were investigating those murders last year, there was this name Lilith that kept getting thrown around and coming up during the investigation, and it was hard to determine where this came from and what impact it really had on it. Do you know anything about Lilith?
Not at all. I don't know. Sounds like a female's name. I don't know her.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Brian.
Yeah, Jonathan. Remember, I haven't forgotten all those talks that we had. Those long talks, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, he just kind of like looks as you walk off, and then he kind of sits back in the chair. Ophelia, Kaetao, scene's on you guys. What do you guys decide you're going to do?
We're gonna split up.
You're going to split up? All right.
Kaetao's dropping me off to meet Brian. And I want Brian to make sure that he sees me getting dropped off by another guy so he stops hitting on me.
Where are you meeting at? The coffee shop you guys usually meet at?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so you see Brian. He's sitting outside this time since it's kind of warmer. He's wearing like a rolled up shirt. He has a coffee sitting there. He sees you walk up. He gets up and like pulls back the chair a little bit.
Sure, I'll take a seat.
He's like, "Who's your friend there?"
He's a friend.
How long has he been a friend?
That's not what I'm here to talk about.
Well, maybe I want to talk to you about something too. The way we meet and interact isn't always going to be on your terms all the time.
Well, I don't have to give you the information I've got. I mean,
hey, I'm here to help you out, and that's fine. I just want you to know that night, that whatever happened 6 months ago, I felt a connection with you there, and you just kind of been stringing me along.
You felt a connection. Well, I think you might be getting the wrong idea.
You mean to tell me that when we were in the alley there and we decided to have that quick fling, and you got to understand with him, he's rationalizing that you fed off him to like some kind of like heavy makeout session or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, that wasn't special to you. What was that?
That was a drunken mistake.
Oh wow, I'm a mistake now. That's not an issue that I have to deal with on a regular basis. Surviving war, coming back when my friends didn't come back, and now I got this hot chick who decides she wants to play, emotional yo-yo with me. But it's cool. I'm a mistake. Fine. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Tell me what the fuck you got to tell me then. And you see him like just take a pack of Camels out and he lights a cigarette.
It's like, okay. I mean, I'm trying to help you do your job here. That's kind of what I thought this was. But if you want to get emo about it, maybe this isn't a good time.
No, it's a good time. I'm a professional, so the emo cape is off. You gotta tell me something. You want to tell me something? You fucking tell me what it is.
All right, I'll slap the papers down on the ground that we've got. I'll say we're looking into missing kids. I want you to look into some missing kids.
You're looking into these 2 kids that were missing from back then?
Yeah, I think it could be tied to, could still be an ongoing thing, but this is what we've got to go on.
You see him and you see like almost like a switch go off in him, meaning he went from being like, to like straight professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be like, and you wanted to know who the guy that dropped me off was? He's a cop, and I'm helping him on this investigation. He's undercover.
Okay. Listen, okay, I apologize. I'm sorry. It's really none of my business. See him take a drag. He's looking at the paper, pulls out a pen, his little notepad. He's like, so these 2 people here, and he like these are the 2 foster parents that they're saying here that were the ones that were the foster parents for this home that end up losing their rights and might have gotten in some legal trouble.
Yeah, I want to know what happened to them.
All right.
And I want to know what happened to these 2 that went missing because I can't find any more info in the middle.
And these are the other kids, right? These 4 names are the other kids that were in the home when this happened?
I'm presuming they are. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
You say Kaetao's name on there. All right. Here's what I'm going to do, all right? I'm going to first look into these 2 people, and then we'll take it from there. I'll call you, and we can discuss what I find out, okay?
Thanks. And I'll say, hey, look, no hard feelings. It's just it was 6 months ago.
Listen. I don't want to hear it anymore. If this is a professional thing, this is a professional thing. If it's not a professional thing, then it's not a professional thing. You fucking decide what the fuck you want. I got no time for this. I got my own demons I got to deal about, and I got a job I got to fucking do, okay?
I'm
So
just clearing the air. 6 months ago, this is professional. Let's just pretend it never happened, right?
Listen, you don't have to fucking worry about hearing from me or getting any more texts asking how you are. It's all professional now, okay? I'll look into this. I'll let you know. It might be tomorrow, and then we'll fucking take care of it then, okay?
All right, and I'll say thanks, and I'll pay for whatever he had to eat or drink and leave.
He just shakes his head as you walk off.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.